this is the end of the world.
And in case you can't tell, we're driving in a Toyota Corolla.
Give him a look. Give him a shot of the overhang.
Oh, yeah, that overhang?
Don't drop the overhang.
What overhang? I don't see any overhang. This is chicken feed.
27 miles of sheer terror. Well, the last 5 are the worst.
Yeah, you already missed out. We didn't show you. That was a rock. That was a rock that didn't scrape the bottom of the car.
Don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. In fact, just don't come here at all. Doug Barr. Remember that name. Doug Barr.
Do you ever hear tell of a place they call Doug Barr? Grown men turn white. Mamas hug their kids. And baby squeals. Some say it's only fit for bighorn sheep, grasshoppers, and 6-foot rattlers. What you're looking at today is this fine gentleman. And this other fine, not so fine gentleman. Who went out there in a Toyota Corolla. Oh yeah. And right now we're just trying to get out of here alive. We're not so concerned about us staying out in one piece.
We're
But the
concerned about
Corolla, yeah. We've only stopped twice to check the oil and the tire pressures and just about every other fluid within the car.
We're concerned about the survival of a lot of things. The car, Andrew, and myself.
Yeah, you see those things over there? They're called, like, cliffs. And the ones that the trees are behind. We came from that way. Or very similar to that way. And we kind of were pushing some
Boundaries.
rocky terrain.
Boundaries.
I could have stuck my hand out and dropped this phone over the edge. But since I figured we ought to hang on to it and get this, along with some running commentary.
Daniel, the rally car driver. Oh yeah.
You never knew Toyotas could be a rally car.
Mild-mannered people should always drive Toyotas and should never drive them here.
You never knew that Toyota Corollas could be a rocky, unkept road rally car without any aftermarket modifications. Oh yeah.
Andrew, I think we should audition for
And this is a slope. This is what nearly killed us on the other side. Well, okay. It was very hard to get up.
We should definitely audition for Top Gear, you and I. I think we could show them this video and definitely give the Steg a run for his money. I could go for a McLaren. I could.
McLaren on these roads?
Not on these roads, but you
I'm
know.
talking about the Humvee. Oh yeah. Speaking of Humvees, Daniel's famous words from this trip are hiked 10 miles and then drove 5 miles of sheer terror. It was a good day.
It was a very good day.
You can tell what we enjoy. That's him. You are looking at the new Top Gear driver.
I just need a white helmet.
Show him some of that shifting.
Joe. Oh man. We are never doing this again. Ever. I just can't believe it. We're actually doing this. This is ridiculous. It's just like, yeah.
On the way out, we didn't take this a hair above 10. We haven't been a hair below 15 for 2 minutes. Right now the speedometer's at 20.
No speed limits in these parts. This is a primitive road.
We passed one vehicle. It was probably at least 5 miles in this direction.
And it was a truck.
And it was a truck. It was a Ford Explorer, lifted.
The sign says passenger cars not recommended, and they mean what they say. They really mean what they say.
You know, kind of along the lines of passenger cars not recommended. If you take one out here, it'll probably be your coffin.
We're trying not to make that happen to us. Stay tuned.
Warning, this movie will be rated PG-13 for hair-raising epic adventures.
And sudden death.
We'll leave the iPhone on, just so you know how it happens.
Yeah.
All around another corner. Cool and collected.
Blood-curling screams. We're gonna sell these to Hollywood.
Yeah! 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 This will be the new chase scene in the upcoming Iron Man 3 video.
You didn't tell me that.
I just need to apply a few more shake effects, then we'll get the perfect Iron Man flying through the scenery effect. If only we had Jarvis here to put his computer projection up on the dashboard. He'd have us calculated exactly what speeds we could take each corner at, and he'd probably project the points on the road we need to drive through for us.
It would also probably prescribe corners that would make Andrew, well, be a little uncomfortable.
And considering that if we were rich enough to buy Jarvis, we'd be rich enough to make ourselves our own Iron Man suits, we wouldn't be driving this in the first place.
It's very true. I heard the word blink pack mentioned more than once. I agree.
Oh yeah, take a look at that. Yeah man, down there.
It's 104 outside. It's very warm.
We stopped walking about 4 o'clock this afternoon.
In sun all the way.
We did find one cute little patch of shade. Oh, look at that, the river, the bridge.
Isn't that glorious?
Woo!
I'm happy. I'm a happy man. Very happy man.
We crossed that bridge. Everything was tame until there on out. They were like, oh yeah, we can do this.
So when he says tame, what he means was tame in our now enlightened
It
state.
looked about like this. This was bad stuff before we hit the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going around. There's a prospector's camp down there in the hollow. Something. Looks like he's got some kind of turbine device. When we came out here, someone was camped at the bridge. It was probably because they tried to go up and had to turn around and come back, but they were
driving a four-wheel drive Subaru.
they also weren't in the area, so we couldn't exactly ask. Which makes life more interesting. And you wonder how they got all this out here.
Helicopter.
I'm thinking so. Either that or just parachute drops from a C-130. We are so glad to be out of this tonight, instead of sitting agonizing all night about whether or not we're going to make it out tomorrow morning. We're probably going to go back to Moscow. Probably going to stop by Safeway, or Winco. Probably going to buy some ice-cold something or others, and party late at night.
We've been drinking 80-degree water all day long.
Oh, it's been more than 80-degree water. The water's been so hot that you could make hot chocolate without putting it on the stove.
You could shower with it. And we did, actually.
Well, that water... Just a short version. When you've been hiking all day, and you're wearing lightweight clothing that won't take long to dry out, and you think you're going to go down to the river to just stick your feet in, you aren't going to just stick your feet in. We stuck all of ourselves in, and it felt awesome.
I didn't dunk my head. You did, but I didn't.
Yeah, he was kind of scared. There were piranhas in the river. They're angry! Few people will get that. Just think, ladies and gentlemen, this is the future of Hollywood right here. Race car drivers, announcers, TV voice personalities, and all the rest of it. Cruising along in a Corolla, unrecognized, at 20 miles an hour on a dirt road, probably still 15 miles from anywhere decent.
Just remember, no sentient beings were killed in the making of this film.
Time to deliver the famous lines. No? Come on.
No.
Come on.
Nope.
Oh yeah, people do live out here. Just past a ranch. But that thing... well, it's not being used right now. But it was used at some point, and that's the scary thing.
Third gear, folks. Third gear.
20 miles. 3. Do I hear 24? No, we're back down to 20.
Yeah.
Coasting. Yes, folks, we thought we were looking at 27 miles of this. Not on your granddaddy's big toe. Yeah. We do realize this video is enough to certify us crazy and have us committed to the nice white house with the people in the nice white coats. They treat you good. They feed you good food.
They keep you very safe. You can never hurt yourself.
Opinion poll. If you had to choose between going on this trip and being placed in a straitjacket...
Straitjacket.
There you have it, straight from the driver himself.
Yes, Virginia, there are rough roads.
You know, you really ought to figure out a way to make an iPhone mount for that rear view mirror that's missing.
It would be kind of awesome, actually.
Yes, we were going ow at this kind of stuff on the way out. Now we just kind of grunt and chip down. Cattle guard.
That GoPro would have certainly come in handy. It has a suction cup so you can mount it to the windshield and stuff. Or the hood of the car. So, you killed 2 black widows last night.
Yep.
And we heard a rattler on our hike.
I actually saw a snake last night, but it moved too fast. I couldn't see what type it was.
And we didn't get a tick.
No ticks.
Which was
But
good.
we did see a whole forest of poison oak.
And ivy.
Yep. We skirted it. Effects have not appeared yet. And I learned something about sleeping on the ground after a really hot day in which the sun's pretty much beating down on the ground all day. And that's the ground absorbs a whole lot of heat. It was mildly like sleeping on a heater. I didn't bring a camping mat, but apparently if you do bring a camping mat, what's it like?